Hello there. The stream might not be working. Welcome. Manchester United have just beaten RB Leipzig 5-0 in the Champions League. I hope you can hear me. I've been trying to get this stream done and dusted in terms of getting this started up for ages. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to be checking if the stream's alright. If you can hear me, just let me know in the comments. Leave a like anyway. Keep bottom right hand corner, subscribe. Share this video with your mates. Let them know that Marcus Rashford will be offering Boris Johnson to come outside. He just will be. He just will be. Can you guys hear me? I think I'm not lagging. Why is it? God. Okay, my stream started earlier than I anticipated. Is my stream frozen? Sorry about this, guys. Okay, I'm going to be assuming you guys can hear me. I'm going to be assuming you guys can hear me because I'm watching my stream back and it's showing me preparing for the stream before the stream started. So that's going to be weird to see in the video. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. $5-0. Alright, everything's alright. 5-0 to Manchester. I'm just going to assume the stream's working. If it doesn't, it doesn't. 5-0 to Manchester United. It was similar to the Newcastle game in terms of after the subs came on, everything kicked on again. We scored goal after goal after goal after goal. Oh, you can hear myself now? Hope you can hear me. I've been trying to get this stream done, dusted. Okay, you guys might not be able to see me. Oh, my screen's frozen. If it's frozen on Inception, it's fine. I'll talk and you can hear me. Just let me know in the comments. Leave it. It's just, for God's sake, I'm speaking to myself, watching myself, Inception, which is annoying. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so it was talking to, it was similar to that. The subs came on and we scored the goals after, but we scored the goal earlier. That was the only difference in the first half, but it was a much better performance because obviously we're playing a much harder team. RB Leipzig, good shape to them, good young manager, Nagelsmann. People say he should be managing Manchester United, and Ole should be managing Manchester United from this result. You know what I mean? He is our manager. You got to stick by him. And today he got a spot on with the formation 4-1-2-1-2. It's a diamond. People have been saying we should play it. Goldbridge said, or probably other people said as well, that's probably the best use of our players we've got. We haven't got the best wingers. Could have had if we got Sancho and other good transfers, but not meant to be. And obviously the wingers we did get were youngsters, so I don't think they count. We have loads of midfielders. We have a centre forward depth. Our wingers even like being centre forwards like Rashford, and obviously Martial as well, and Greenwood. Obviously Greenwood's trying to be a striker as well. So playing up them two up top worked really well today. The midfield just felt they were just perfect today. The midfield. They needed to be to control games like this, especially in the European stage. And Fred was just intercepting balls after intercepting balls. It was bloody glorious to see. He just read the space beautifully. He knew when the ball was going to come and he pounced on it like he always does. But also his passing was good today to follow up on the interceptions. Really good stuff there. You guys hear me? Yeah, so this might be just a podcasting because my screen's frozen, unfortunately. But I hope you guys can still chat to me down below in the comments, even if this video turns out to be an absolute cluster F. But it's fine. I'm going to continue speaking and just treat this like a podcast type thing. Sorry guys, I apologise. But yeah, Fred was perfect. Matic was doing his thing in midfield. Fred was helping with the mobility of Matic, so it kind of balanced itself out, and Matic could just like, it wasn't struggling as much as sometimes if he, that's his weakness. But luckily his weakness doesn't get exposed too much when he has someone like Fred next to him, or maybe even Pogba sometimes when he does a good defensive job. But obviously today Pogba was playing more of a high line, joining Van der Beek in the attack. So yeah, Fred and Matic complement themselves beautifully, even sometimes better than McTominay and Fred. Obviously, even though they played well in PSG. Yeah, but you have to give some of the players like Pogba back in the game. Get him some fitness back in his legs. Van der Beek hasn't played a lot of games. People talking about why did we sign him. That's why we signed him, so he has a good backup, so we don't have to rely on Bruno all the time. Bruno was barely playing that game and we won 5-0 anyway. I know Bruno played for the last minute, we got loads of goals, but we were still winning then. You know what I mean? So there's no less pressure on the lads, and there's more pressure on the people's. There's more pressure to perform, otherwise you're going to lose your spot, which is very good. Leave a like if you haven't yet. I know if you like this video, you're a top man, because my video is not working well. It really isn't. So yeah, one day this laptop is not good. I'll need to get my PC sorted eventually. What else should we talk about? Yeah, defense was solid. Our defense was shielded well. Like, you don't always need a double pivot to defend. You know what I mean? Like, Maguire was comfortable. Lindelof was doing his thing in the first half, especially doing his thing where he plays the ball out of his own half. Maguire didn't really have the chance to do any long balls because we were just playing that out from the back really well, and we countered the press from RB Leipzig very well in the first half, and we made chances of our own in the first half, in the first 20 minutes. But to be fair, when we did score, RB Leipzig stepped it up even more with the press and started getting a few chances of their own, but it was half chances at most from RB Leipzig. And I just wanted to see us go up to another gear in the second half, because I still felt like if we kept on defending, you never know, one of us might make a mistake, especially with Maguire and Lindelof sometimes. Even if they are good mostly, there's always a mistake in them, you never know. Even if we're defending well, it's one of those things. You always want to play with attack-minded players. Attack is the best form of defence, especially in these European nights, especially the way Manchester United are. We should be like this. And we did in the second half, which is good. And we had to stop RB Leipzig continuing the pressure. Which they had another gear to go into, RB Leipzig, and they could have gone into it. They got a good system around them. 4-1-4-1, isn't it? Their formation. So they got attack-minded players on the pitch, but unfortunately I think it's just their midfield let them down. Their midfield got overrun, they got pressured, they kept on making mistakes that we didn't actually pounce upon in the first half too many times. Hence the one goal only. It was only until the second half which we really started seeing them still make mistakes, and then we actually capitalised on those mistakes. They kept on giving away the ball. Sometimes their passes were a bit off, and Fred was there to collect it mostly, but also other players were there to collect it as well, and we could be on the lookout. And keep on even like they were winning the ball up higher up on the pitch. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. Yeah, credit where credit is due. It's been a tough start for United, but we have to give him credit. We played well, and they have played well. Yeah, we played well. Obviously, I think there was even room for improvement, which is scary. It is scary, and maybe it is a thing where we shouldn't be relying on our substitutes all the time. But to be fair, Ole's making the subs at the right time, and we're winning the matches mostly due to it. And even before the subs, RB Leipzig didn't look too threatening, so we deserved to get the goals we did. The second half rolls around. Rashford, who scores next, isn't it? It takes a while, to be fair, but we were building the pressure. It was a freak goal. I expected RB Leipzig to come up, but I wanted us to negate that, and we did. Pogba's assist for Greenwood's first goal in the first half. Let me talk about that. I nearly forgot about that. Oh, so many goals at the end. I forgot. What happened was, Fred wins the ball, intercepts the ball in the middle of the park. Again, another flimsy pass, but Fred's there to pounce on it. Pass it to Pogba. There's space for him to run into. And it's a simple triangle pass like on FIFA. Greenwood's making the run. Left-hand side, a bit of a tighter angle. But we all know Mason Greenwood's finishing is 99 rated, so it's always going to go in. And that was his first shot in the Champions League, and he's bloody scoring that on that basis. First time shot, first goal in the Champions League for Mason Greenwood. First time in the team in quite a while. He's back in the team, and Greenwood wasn't getting too involved in the game even beforehand. I think he got shoved off the ball 1 point, but apart from that, he was great. Especially that goal will do him a very much world of good that he can do it on the European stage. This kid can do it on any stage. That's how good he is. His finishing, that finish is so good, but it was good to have Pogba have an assist. That will do him some confidence, even when he's not even like the most fitness heavy. He's not really match fit 100%. I think people are saying he's very tired this game, and even if he was, he still had the creativity to get that pass done because he's that good. And also because of the diamond, he has more support and he has less pressure to defend all the time. Anyway, that takes up a lot of energy, so he can just attack the ball and get the passing really well done. The passing today was fantastic from us. Whereas RB Leipzig's, sometimes their system was good, RB Leipzig's, but the passing sometimes let them down from the quality of players they had. And that's where we got the goals from, mostly, until the counter-attacks at the end. Which, some of our counter-attacking play is just fantastic. I know counter-attack is it's not the most tactically clever thing ever from Ole, but he knows how to cope